Hello, and welcome back for yet another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Hi, I'm Danae. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping in, thank you so much for joining us. If you have been here before and you are a repeat watcher, I am thrilled to have you here. If you have not already, go ahead and like and subscribe so you can get more content.
Baby strawberry plant. Look how perfect she is. I hope she doesn't die when I get her home.
So after spending several hours in search of thrift stores and farmers markets, most of which were apparently closed, I finally went back home and utilized what I did manage to get from a farmers market called the Yankee Peddler. Found that by chance. After I finish fighting with this apron here, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my, let's say it's a Bob's Burger inspired dish, mainly because I made that little pun. Please don't come after me over domestic violence claims. I just thought it was kind of funny, so I named it the Beat Me, because beets, feta and blueberry salad. I am using this aquaponic grown mixed greens. Come on, Danae, what kind of angle is this? First of all, you got the whole paper towel holder right in the way. And then I've noticed that literally everything that I use that's white is basically like blinding on camera. So I don't know why, but I keep grabbing the same stupid white plate when I go to make my meals. So I need to change that habit or get some colorful plates. This is a much better angle. Thank you, Danae. Also, I would like to issue a complaint to whatever genius decided that we need to condom wrap our cucumbers. Is it just me? I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, the struggle is real. So for this salad, I'm obviously using cucumber. I've got some pickled beets. I have feta, as you would guess because of the title of the salad, as well as some fresh blueberries. I am also going to put in that everything bagel mixed nuts that I get that are absolutely delicious, as well as hummus. I am also going to utilize this hummus later in the creamy Cajun fettuccine. I don't really know what's going on with the sound setting on my camera because I put the little like buffer over the mic and now you just don't hear anything, or when you do hear something you still get a bunch of feedback regardless. So if I don't turn off the AC in the RV, then all you hear is just wind and a little bit of ASMR cooking noise. So because you can't hear it, Jack was meowing his little face off, so I had to give him some food so he would leave me alone. But the thing that I don't get is he is very well aware of the clockwork situation for his dry food. It comes out 3 times a day. He literally will run to it the second that he hears it start tinkling and making noise. So I don't understand why he's like, Mom, food. And I'm like, what do you want? It's like, you got another hour. You got an hour and a half. Leave me alone. It'll feed you. Oh, this is what I was talking about. That entire container of feta is open and you can't see anything. It's ridiculous. finished salad. Doesn't it look so pretty? I feel like I wanted to put something else in there, but for the life of me right now, I can't think of it. And since I have such minimal counter space, I don't know if you've paid attention at all during all this, but it feels like I am constantly playing musical chairs, but with items on the counter, because I have to move this to get there, and I have to move this to do this, and I gotta put this over there, and then I gotta put it back, and it's so there's not enough counter space. So I made sure to do all of my cold food prep first, because I obviously was going to need the counter for that. And now that my salad is waiting for me in the fridge, I can go ahead and get started on my hot food. So for this, I decided I was going to use what was left of my Cajun andouille sausage, along with, I believe I did the last bit of red onion that I already had in the fridge, some fresh garlic, and you will see that I was highly impatient with the garlic. I did not feel like having to properly peel it. I don't know why it didn't occur to me to just throw it in the pot of water that was boiling, because then I would have been able to peel it easier. But instead I did it the hard way. Don't be like me. Do it the right way. While the water gets boiling for my noodles, I'm going to go ahead and prep some tea. This is dandelion liver detox with some honey and ginger. I think I'm almost out of that liver detox blend, but no worries. I have more tea in storage. I have more tea. Each time I think I don't have any, I remember, no, you have multiple canisters of other tea. Yeah, I'll be fine. I am actually pleasantly shocked that I have not managed to get through this entire jar of honey ginger tea. I found that at an Asian retailer. I don't remember where, and to be honest, I don't think I've seen it at any other retailers, so I might cry a little bit when I run out of this, or I'll just, strap on my big girl panties and just grate a bunch of fresh ginger and throw it into some honey. Seems pretty simple to me, right? For my pasta, I am using fettuccine, some cilantro, some fresh tomatoes. I also had the dregs of what was left of that spicy tomato chutney left in the fridge. I need to go to Aldi's and see if I can still find that. One of the things I hate about Aldi's is that you cannot find most of the things that you fall in love with when you go back. It's very much a hit or miss. So I need to make sure I do that before I forget. But I have some fresh garlic, like I mentioned earlier, and then what I'm going to end up doing is taking some of that starchy, salty pasta water and putting it into the jar with the tomato chutney so I can mix it up, and then that way I'm going to use that to create the sauce for my pasta. I am also going to incorporate 1 egg yolk for this as well, and you'll see that coming up. Cajun andouille sausage, I am going to split it into three and then cut it up like you would like a pancetta, because I want it to have like little cubes. I want them to get a nice char on them. And I don't know about you, but I like when sausage has like a crisp, like little succulent skin. Some people say they don't like the little snap on the skin of sausage. I need the snap. Give me the crispy skin. If it is not crispy, I am going to be weirded out. I don't like it. I like crispy sausage. On a related but unrelated note, it kind of bothers me that it didn't actually record any of the sound for these clips, because 100% I was making a bunch of noises throughout this entire filming process. I kept dropping things. If you saw where I went to go like stupidly put something into the sink while I still had those things on it and almost dropped everything that was on top of the little cover into the sink, I kept making like, I'm just gonna call them like a pterodactyl screech. Yeah, and I did that several times. So I was gonna share that with you guys, but now they're gone. And I have no reason to do it now. Do not understand what is happening with the lighting here. Like, do you see how it's getting brighter and then like mellow and then brighter again? Like, what the heck is that? I don't even think that I'm filming during the daytime, so it's not the sun. Whatever. While the noodles are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and put this skillet on, and we're going to go ahead and saute the aromatics, which is our onion and our garlic, with just a little bit of, I think it's olive oil that I used this time around. And once those have softened up a little bit, I'm going to add my cubed sausage so that they can get a nice little crisp. And then once that's done, my noodles should be ready to pull out of the pan. I'm going to take more of that pasta liquid to add to my little container with the tomato chutney that, like I said, I'm going to use for the sauce. Okay, whoa there, sailor. How about we check those noodles first, Nope, that's hot. And it's hard. Yeah. No, we're gonna just gonna throw that away. No one saw that. Okay, the noodles are definitely ready to be removed now. Keep in mind that they are going to go back into the pan to continue cooking when we make the sauce. So make sure that you have your noodles, if you're going to try this recipe, at the doneness level that you prefer. I like a kind of overcooked noodle, personally. Just my own preference. Also, Danae, I can't take me anywhere. Like, look at him just dropping noodles all over the place. And then you see me get mad. There's a little stomp there right before the transition, but no one saw that, okay? No one. I don't know who you are, but you didn't see it. While Danae on screen puts hummus in there, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a couple little pro tips. If you want to make this vegan, you could obviously swap out a sausage for like fried tofu, or you could go with like a bean. I definitely think like a white bean would be really nice here. And then when it comes to the part where I add the egg yolk, if you have used beans for this recipe, then make sure that you reserve that slimy bean liquid that is in the can, or if you are doing dry beans and you're soaking them, you still want to reserve some of that leftover liquid, because that's going to help your sauce thicken up to create more of a coating for your noodles. So because I don't have slimy bean liquid, I am going to use an egg yolk. I don't understand how I did this so well, but I was dropping noodles all over my stove. Danae, you don't make sense. Okay, whatever. Moving along, I am going to use this egg yolk to thicken my sauce, but I did not put it in at the right time at all. So don't do what I did, okay? If you are going to use an egg yolk to create this sauce, what we should have done, Danae, what we should have done is have already dropped our noodles and our spices and everything else into this mixture, turned the heat off, then added that egg yolk, mixed everything together, because the residual heat would have cooked the egg, versus slightly scrambling it like I did here because I was hungry and impatient. And then add like your herbs. Like I end up putting cilantro in there. You could obviously do something like basil, some oregano, rosemary would be nice too. But yeah, point is, I waited to add like my tomatoes and my herbs, and honestly, that is the point when I should have put that egg yolk in. The egg yolk itself did not curdle so much that it bothered me, but please do it the right way. Don't do it how I did it. You'll like it so much better. started watching this series on Netflix called The Romantic Killer. Not recommended to watch when you're trying to eat because I probably could have choked to death and died laughing at this series. I don't know who the animators were in particular, but the facial expressions that they give the main character had me in stitches, absolute stitches. Highly recommend you watch it. It was hilarious. Seriously, this little game of Tetris that I have to play with my kitchen is annoying. Yay, it's time for the New Year's party. So I am at my friend Dom's house with all of the girls and girls from my crew. I think, oh my gosh, everybody was there except for Kyle. So Dom made the majority of the food since he was hosting. Made this delicious pot roast with mashed potatoes and green beans sauteed with bacon. I ended up bringing that French apple custard that I made. My friend Abby brought her a red velvet cake, and then the rest of us just brought booze. So it was a lively party. We played like Cards Against Humanity and a couple other board games, which was quite fun. Did the countdown, and unfortunately, one of my besties, Sam, was sick, so I did make a cold tea for him and for all of us to share, but I completely forgot to not only film it but show it. It had slices of orange in it, cinnamon, chili powder, ginger, honey, lemon juice, and a kombucha green tea bag, and it was quite spicy, which, you know, helps to ward off colds and whatnot like that. So I made him his own bottle. He drank that down. He was actually feeling a lot better the following day, so I was very happy about that. And oh no, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much to the artists at Upbeat for making these copyright free songs, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Episodes released every Sunday and Wednesday. Bye.